Hello, my name is Kania Wright. Growing up in my family, I was the only girl of four boys. Yeah, four. Um, it was pretty lonely. I stayed to myself a lot. My mom and dad worked a lot, so it was just us running around, hanging out. I grew up in the ghetto. Um, we wasn't poor, but we was okay. Things about my mom. She was a very hard worker. She worked Monday through Friday, long hours. She did her best to try to take care of us. She was very strict, very strict. We had to ask to go in the refrigerator so they can maintain, food wise and make sure we had what we needed for the week, basically. As a kid, I really didn't understand that, but as growing up in society, I understand now. I feel like growing up strong is not always a good thing. It's really hard for me to ask for help because of the way that my mom raised me, and for the simple fact that I like to do stuff on my own, but it's been times where I have needed help and I'm just, afraid to ask, afraid to be turned down. The system has failed me, in the past, but it was like us betraying ourselves, to be stronger than what we are, and it's harder to speak up for help, knowing that we really need it. But I feel like the system, like if you in a certain place or something like that, and you know when a person need help. I don't know. I think it's just the way that I feel and how I look at people. I feel like I know when somebody hurting and when they trying to be strong and not. But that's just me. I don't know. But I feel like it was a couple of times where I did need help, where I just mentioned it before, but then it seemed like it was just brushed over. So at that point, I'm like, never mind. At some point along the road, I think I lost my self care. Just from trying to always paint a picture of being strong. It's like you always put that to the side to come back to later, and it fades away. And I don't know. You so busy trying to make sure the kids eat, the house clean, do this, do that, and at the end you tired. But taking care of yourself is like one of the most important things you can do for the self love. And I just lost that somewhere along the road. Being homeless and a black woman, it really sucks. It kind of subject us to doing things that we don't want to do, far as prostitution, stripping, and those lead to drugs, and that can ruin your life. Far as me, I did go that route and almost messed my life up, and my kids really brought me out of it. And that's like how the department was talking about being strong. It makes you be strong when you don't like. There's other things to do in the world than be strong. And it was like I kind of lost myself after a while because of the things that I had to do, suffering from mental health, not knowing that's what's going on. I didn't have a support system the whole time. It was just me and my kids. When I had my second daughter, I noticed that I have to change because nothing is going to be handed to me. I mean, you don't want it handed to you, but it was like when I tried to get the mental health, it's hard to get. So I had to make a change within myself, and I seeked out, start, training myself to work a job, and try to do the right thing, because I have daughters. And so basically, I feel like I changed myself. It took time, but and at that point, it put me in a situation where let me reach out to a shelter, let me get into a shelter so I can try to get the help that I need to secure, housing to help our future, to help my kids not have to be so strong, be a kid, grow up first. I got introduced to the Alpha House. I was staying in a hotel and my money ran out. And I was like, I need somewhere to go. And I just called and they said that they had a program in the basement, the Amnesty program. And so I went there. But I've been familiar with the Alpha House years ago. I stayed there in 2006. And I liked it a lot. I didn't like the way it was ran, but I liked it. And basically, I just remember, it was a nice place to stay, comfortable, the place. You don't want to be in a shelter, but then, it's comfortable that, you can have your kids there. Alpha House is more, to me, is more homely, where you feel that the staff care. It's a lot to deal with all of these different families and different kids. So for the Alpha House, it was a safe place compared to other shelters that I've been at. It's just scary, dirty. It just, you didn't feel so secure. I'm starting to reconnect now. When I finally got that home secured, once I finally got a place, it's like every little piece seemed like it's coming. And it might not be there, but now it's like I know that it's coming because I'm more secure. I went from staying in a hotel every night, trying to figure out how to get the money to pay for the room. And that's a big stress. Like, are we going to eat tonight? Am I going to eat tonight? Because I'm always feeding my kids. But, those are big things. So once, the housing came, it's like you feel yourself coming back. I wish I would have never gave up on myself. I wish somebody would have told me just hang in there or show me the ropes or, taught me what I needed to know to, better myself, because now I'm 40 years old, just now getting myself together. And it's sad, but at least I made it. But, I think it's real good to have somebody to pat you on the back or tell you every morning, hey, good luck, keep going, or something like that. I think, a good word will go a long way.
To learn more or support, visit us at alphahouse-ihn.org.